2018 in review. Now it is 2019. I did many things during 2018. I will tell you 12 stories from last year. In these stories there were 8 good stories, 3 not good stories, and 1 so-so stories. It was a good year. My first story was a good memory. It happened in January. In January was the solar new year. January 1st, the school winter vacation started. I was very excited and I planned my winter vacation schedule. Outside was snowy. That was the first snow of the year. Therefore, I went outside and I had a snowball fight. I made a snowman and I slid on a sled. It was great.
Okay.
My second story was mostly a good memory. It happened in February. In February was Lunar New Year. On February 16th, which was very good. Also, this month, the Winter Olympics were held in Pyeongchang. I promised to myself I would watch the Pyeongchang Olympics or TV. When the Pyeongchang Olympics started, I turned on the TV. I saw the Korean players. However, I thought the Korean players were not very good at sports. I felt so-so.
Okay.
My third story was a mostly good memory.
Okay.
It happened in March. In March, I started a new grade at school. I was happy because I escaped 4th grade and I met a new teacher. This was great. However, my new classmates were bad guys. In last year's class, they were very kind. But in this year's 5th grade, they were bad guys. That was terrible. My fourth story was a bad memory. It happened in April. In April, I felt terrible because of the dust from the China. Some children wanted to go on a picnic, but that didn't happen because of the very bad yellow dust problem. I felt so sad and disappointed.
Right.
My fifth story was a good memory. It happened in May. I went to Hong Kong. When I rode the plane, I was excited. Therefore, I didn't sleep and I didn't play any games. I was just thinking about Hong Kong. When I arrived at Hong Kong, I ate some food and went to sleep. There were amazing places. When I returned to Korea, I was very happy. My sixth story was a bad memory. It happened in June. I played the game in my friend's home. I played for 4 hours, so when I went to home, it was late. My mom said, "You can play outside for 1 week." This was a terrible thing, but I had to stay home. My seventh story was a good memory. It happened in July. When I was going to home, I heard some amazing news. I was going to Busan. I thought this was perfect news. Therefore, I packed my bag and went to Busan. There was very good. I played games in the hotel. It was a very happy memory. My eighth story was a bad memory. It happened in August. I went to Seoul with my family. I was in Seoul, but maybe you think this is not a problem, right? However, I played outside and returned to the hotel, but the hotel key was gone.
Uh-oh.
My family was so embarrassed, so we called the information clerk. The clerk couldn't find the key. However, the key was dropped by the door. This day was a terrible day. My ninth story was a good memory. It happened in September. I rested in my home. It was just a normal day. When I had homework, my parents went outside. I was very excited and I read the comic books. The book name is Samgukji. The Chinese history, it was about a Chinese character named Yubi, Guanu, Zhangbi, Jojo, Songyeon, Son Guan, and Son Che. It was a very fun comic book.
Okay.
I read it for 1 hour, so I was very happy. My 10th story was a social memory. It happened in October. My family and I went to a restaurant. There was a good view and atmosphere. I waited for my food. Finally, it came and I tasted it. The surprise was that the food was terrible. Therefore, I didn't eat it and said, "The food is terrible. This is really terrible." My 11th story was a good memory. It happened in November. I played in the playground. I was bored, so I called my friend. Surprisingly, he had lots of time and we played a game for 2 hours. This day was very a good day. However, my mom was angry, but it was okay. My 12th story was a good memory. It happened in December. I was very excited. The reason was I went to the Wings Christmas bowling party. There was very noisy and many people were there. I changed my shoes and I waited for my turn. My first hit was very good, but last hit was not good. I decided to practice bowling. It was a fun party. Thank you.
Good, give him a hand. Okay, Robert, while our members are preparing their questions, when you were talking about your September memory,
Yeah.
when your parents went out,
Yeah.
okay?
September.
I can't remember which memory it was.
Yes,
Maybe
yeah.
ninth memory, maybe? I don't
Ninth
know.
ninth
Yeah.
story.
So, can you say that one more time, please? One more time?
One more time.
Yeah.
My ninth story was a good memory.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in September.
Mm-hmm.
I rested in my home. It was just a normal day.
Okay.
When I had homework, my parents went outside.
Okay.
I was very excited and I read.
Dang. So the spelling of that is what? R-E.
80.
Yeah.
Red.
Right, because it's past tense, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem with English is that word. We can say read or we can say
Red.
read, yeah. Okay, but other than that, your pronunciation and things were quite good, okay?
Yes.
So, let's have some questions. Who would like to ask the first question? Actually, let me ask the first question, because it's totally related to that.
Yeah. Red.
You said that in September you read your comic books,
Yeah.
and we had a discussion in class about what your comic books were about.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to try and answer that. It sounds a bit complicated. But my question is this. How old are you?
No. 12.
You're 12 years old.
I know 13.
You're 13 years old.
Yeah.
In September you were 13 or were you 12 in September? Last year?
Last year.
Yeah, 2018.
I'm 12.
You were 12.
Yeah.
So when your parents go out
Yeah.
at nighttime,
Yeah.
are you by yourself in your house?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I. Very common.
Very common?
Very. Yes.
And
Very lots of time.
that's a little bit unusual. I think in Western culture to leave a boy of 12 years old by himself in the house is a little bit unusual.
Yeah.
How old were you when your parents left you by yourself first time? Can you remember?
No.
Maybe?
My parents was have work.
Yeah.
So my mom have important
Job or something to do?
something to do, and my father was in hospital.
Okay. So
On that day,
yeah.
it was both have very important.
I understand. What I'm saying is, do your parents often let you stay at home by yourself? Many times?
This is not very time, but now very lot.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. So they trust you then. That's good. Okay. Who's next?
Billy.
What game did you play with your friend?
That's right.
What game?
Mm-hmm.
Game was Clash Royale.
For 2 hours in the playground?
No. My friend's home.
Oh, that game. Is that the game you were talking about, or the game in the playground? Which game did you mean, Billy?
Play with your friend.
And then his mother got angry?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you were playing Clash Royale.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I hate Clash Royale.
Okay. All right. Next.
Charlie.
What was first name you said terrible?
I had the same question. One more time, Charlie.
What was first name you
Food name.
you said terrible?
Restaurant.
Yeah.
What food? Steak, because it is
Steak?
Steak was very. All steak was very good, but this is terrible because this is not a very very hard. Yeah.
No, it was very tough.
Yeah,
You
tough.
say. Oh, okay. What was the restaurant? So then we won't go there.
Actually,
I can't remember,
Can't remember. Okay.
but
Fine.
it is. No,
Okay.
no, actually it's not.
Okay.
Because
Next.
Actually, it is not.
Next question.
my
Next question.
Max. In first story, you just played alone.
In first?
First story,
Yeah.
you just played alone. You
No,
play
no.
with friends.
Other friends. Not friends older than me or younger than me.
Okay.
William.
You said you played snowball fight in
Yeah.
the first.
No, not played snowball fight. What do we say?
Sled in the sled in the
No. Snowball fight. How do we use? What's the verb for snowball fight, William?
snowball fighting.
No.
Snowball fight.
Charlie?
Did snowball fight?
Huh?
Did
No. Wrong.
I had a
Had a snowball fight. Okay. Try again, William.
you said you had snowball fight in first story?
yes.
Who did play snowball?
Who did you?
Who did
Who did you?
Who did you play?
Oh,
Who did you have snowball fight?
with. Right.
With
Who did
you.
you have a snowball fight with?
1 years old. Yeah. 1 year old.
Who is your snowball fight with?
My friend, my best friend.
All right. Next.
Kai.
Why you don't care about mom's belly?
Because very fun day.
So,
Just to
having fun was okay,
Yeah,
even though
think-
mommy was
think
going to be angry. Okay.
Presently.
All right.
Billy.
Oh, do you say to club? Oh, then food is terrible.
We say the waiter, not the clerk. Yeah, the waiter at the restaurant.
미안하다.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Did you do strike and spare?
Start can spell.
Okay, you gotta make your,
Bowling or lane?
yeah, you gotta make your questions a little bit more detailed, Billy. So a little bit more information. When and where?
Did you do strike and spare in the bowling?
That's better.
No, I didn't play spell.
Okay.
Let's. What's your bowling total score? Did
Pass. What?
What was
There you go.
your total score? 80. Because I other score is
Uh-huh.
100, but today was not.
Okay.
This day was not. My teacher?
You said you went to Busan in July,
Yeah.
and then you said it was a very great,
Yes.
perfect plan. But then you said you played games in the
Yeah.
hotel,
Yeah.
right? Didn't you do anything else in Busan other than play games in the hotel?
Play games and trade.
But I nothing special things no. Because I played game in my sister phone. My older sister.
But didn't you go to the beach, or didn't you do anything
Yeah,
outside of the
Because
hotel?
my family didn't go. I didn't like outside going to outside.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
just went to Busan to stay in a hotel?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We all
Okay. Okay.
go to Seoul. I didn't go to Lotte. I didn't go to Lotte World. Lotte. Yeah.
When
It's a
Robert go to beach and
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
cruise.
Okay, who's next?
Charlie.
How did you feel you arrived at Hong Kong?
Try again, Charlie. A little bit more clearly, please.
How did you feel you arrived at Hong Kong?
How did you arrive? Me? Arrive?
How did you feel?
Very good.
Did you
It's
just stay in
not
the?
bad, not
Did you only stay in the hotel in Hong Kong too?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't you
Oh,
just stay in your
Japan.
apartment in
no,
Korea?
no, Hong Kong and Japan. Hong Kong is not. I package.
And what did you do?
In Hong Kong,
Yes.
I package. Guide.
So
Have
what
guide.
did you do? What did you see? What was interesting?
Play
음,
What was the most interesting thing that you saw in Hong Kong?
cruise? No. What? I can't remember. I only think about Japan.
Alright.
I think it's
Okay, Billy.
it's
Billy. Okay, who's next?
Really?
why did you think Korean athletes was not good at sport?
Okay, good
Because
question.
because Germany and Korea versus Korea versus Germany is very better than Korea, so athlete to, but other country Korea this is not in Pyeongchang.
Yeah.
Pyeongchang just the bobsleigh is better, but I think because before I'm 12 year old, I think only my Korea team was win. I only think
Ah, so you had your mind changed when you saw the other countries playing with Korea?
yeah.
Okay, I see. That makes sense.
And curling.
Yeah, well,
Curling is
So good.
Curling was good.
Bobsleigh and curling.
Yeah. And speed
Other,
skating.
other,
yeah.
other.
Anyways,
Others.
okay. Next. Who's next?
칼.
You say when you go to Hong Kong,
Yeah.
you say you go to you went to amazing place.
Yeah.
Where is this amazing place?
In Hong Kong, all country in Hong Kong is very good. Like
It's special.
especially
I already asked him that,
there-
Kyle. He didn't answer. He
I
said he
think
couldn't remember.
guide said there was billion of rich. Billion of rich.
Rich people?
Yeah. Rich people have a hotel.
Yeah.
There was a casino
Yeah.
and shopping,
Yeah.
but the shopping things was same, not very good.
Oh, okay. All right. Has everyone asked 2 questions? Finished? Did you
Yes,
finish
I
2
think
questions, William, or 1?
He was 2.
1. Okay. Second question then, please.
I
have 3 questions.
No, I want 2 questions, please. Are you finished 2 questions?
Yeah, I already more
Yeah.
than
William, are you finished 2 questions?
No, but-
Okay. What's your second question then, please?
I don't.
You don't have a second question?
Because I have 3 questions, but they are.
Aha. So that's why you need to write a few more than two questions. All right.
I understand.
Right, teacher.
You said that in grade 4 your classmates were very nice, but in grade 5
Yep.
your classmates changed to become bad guys.
Yes.
How? What?
Very,
behavior-
very.
What? In what way? What were they? How were they bad guys?
They swear. Yeah, swear very lots, and they hit the other class hit the teacher.
Oh my! Hit the teacher?
Yeah, really happened.
Goodness.
Charlie, no.
Really?
No, I did 2 questions.
Okay. All right.
Full name and
You've asked 2 questions or 1 question?
2 questions.
Okay, you're fine. William, can you think of another question or not? Hmm?
I'm thinking.
Okay, hurry up. Can you don't have to write it down if you can think of a question, just ask him.
My time is.
You did bowling.
Yeah.
You think who is best bowling player?
Okay, good question.
Oh yeah, Max was very good.
Max is very good, yeah. He
No,
did the
Lian
best.
teacher and China teacher.
I didn't play, I only helped people,
Right.
right? I
Rex
tried to
was
help.
very
China teacher.
good at power.
Yeah, well, I am stronger than that one.
Whoa.
Okay, very good, Robert. Yay! Give him a hand.